Hello guys, it's the Caribbean Bookworm, and yes, welcome back. I know it's been a while. Please excuse me for taking so long to make a video again. Alright, so it's a lovely day. It's Christmas, although in the Caribbean here it's basically almost the same as summer, so there's no wintry atmosphere, there is no snow or anything of the like. It's just a standard tropical climate, about like 32 degrees Celsius or so. And I just enjoyed a lovely family dinner with my family. But I thought it's the holidays and it's Christmas. Well, when I filmed this at least, saw a comment left by a subscriber on a very old video of mine, and I thought, you know what, it felt nostalgic, so I thought, why not make this video for you guys? So my career as a YouTuber started way before my BookTube channel. It started, I think, around in 2015. Yeah, that's right. And it was on another channel. It wasn't this particular channel. It was another channel about new age stuff and spirituality and things like that. Between 2015 and 2016, I experimented a lot with the type of channel I wanted to make. I was still always fascinated by making YouTube channels despite not being actually really good at it. So I made videos still about those topics and also about magic tricks, because I love doing illusions. I love magic tricks. So I taught myself neat little magic tricks, and I did street magic on the street. I used to go out in Willemstad and perform close-up magic tricks and street hypnosis, and it was a really fun time. But eventually responsibilities in school came in, so I had less and less time to dedicate to those skills, and eventually it faded away. So between 2016 and 2017, I barely did anything YouTube related, and it felt kind of empty because despite having other hobbies such as chess, music, and reading, I still wanted to do something more. I wanted to talk to someone about these things I'm passionate about. In October 2017, I remember clearly, I made my first BookTube video. Since the beginning of 2017, I saw other people doing this. I saw, I don't remember her name clearly right now. I saw her videos, and I saw especially her videos regarding Stephen King books and her Stephen King collections, and I was kind of getting into Stephen King in 2017, especially after the release of The Dark Tower and It. So I thought, I want to know more about this lore, this universe that Stephen King managed to create. And that's where my real addiction to books began. So I started to look more into the bibliography of Stephen King, and I found tons of classical literature books, or not maybe classical, modern classical you could say, or at least modern classical in the horror genre. I saw those. I saw many other names which I associate normally with movies instead of books, so I was surprised to see so many of these popular movies that were basically adaptations of a Stephen King novel, and that got me even more engaged into the world of reading. And of course, I always love reading other things as well, especially popular science. So I thought, I can do this. I can talk to people about books. I'm fine. I'm comfortable with that topic. So why not start this journey of YouTubing once more and actually go for it this time, like non-stop, without giving up? And that's been my drive till this day. I've been doing BookTube for at least about 2 1/6 of a year now, so it's something I love doing, and I don't plan on giving up. Even when pursuing my further studies, I plan on at least trying to produce at least one video per month. It's a hard thing because I have to schedule things, and I'm bad at organizing. I'll be honest with myself. I'm bad at keeping a schedule and working on time, so it's something I'm still trying to work on. But the fact that I love doing this, it's what motivates me to keep going. It's the same with my studies at school. What motivates me to do well at school is basically the simple fact that I want to do physics after high school. So I really, really, really want to pursue this field, and also I'm just really handy with mathematics and physics, so that's a slight detour, but I often associate it with my BookTube channel as well. It's a matter of perseverance. Even though it's something that you like, there are times where it feels like it's a drag, especially in the YouTubing community. Once you get more serious about it, it involves tons of editing. You need to pay attention to lighting, to the acoustics, something which I haven't nailed down yet. But the lighting is something that I've improved drastically compared to my early YouTube careers, especially in like 2015 and 2016. I had really sloppy cameras, but throughout the years, I've gotten better and better smartphones, and now I have a Samsung S7, so that helps the quality of the picture drastically. And so you guys can see this in either 720p or 1080p, hopefully. But yes, YouTubing by itself is a craft, and I wish that someone ironically wrote a book about it, because I think there's a lot of like little niches and details that goes into a well-crafted channel and someone who's really dedicated to this. By the way, my cats are fighting. But my point is, basically, BookTube started out as something that I just went for because it felt right. It felt like a solution to my problem regarding isolation. Isolation is not a bad thing in this sense, but it's the fact that I couldn't communicate with anyone about these passions that I have. That's what I mean regarding isolation. I finally found a way to express myself. And to be honest, I'm very happy with my journey so far in the BookTube community. Despite having about like 50 subscribers or so, I think that's a lot more than I've ever gotten before. I mean, on the channel I had before, I had about the maximum amount of subscribers that I had was 200 subscribers, but again, it was on a topic of which I wasn't as passionate about as I am for books. So to actually realize that there are about 50 people who enjoy seeing me ranting about books, about things that other people in my daily life are sure to find annoying or either boring or not interesting, to know that there are people there watching me and actually care about my opinion, that brings a warm like feeling inside. And it's one of the most amazing things about being on YouTube in general, is that the fact that you realize that as a creator of content, you realize that there are people actually interested in what you have to say. So if anyone out there wants to start a YouTube channel, I say go for it. Maybe the first few videos won't be your best. Maybe it's audio, maybe it's the quality, like you have like a very gray, darkish like screen when you're filming. So even if it's those tiny little details and technical difficulties that are bothering you, don't worry. What is important is that you have the confidence to actually go for it, to actually start filming, to actually press that red button on your smartphone or your camera and actually start talking in front of the camera and start saying what you want to do. You will realize that with time, people are eventually going to find you, and also you're going to pick up handy skills as well. You're going to learn how to communicate better due to feedback that you'll get, or you just realize that, oh, I'm not going anywhere with this type of video, so I need to do something better. You'll learn from mistakes, and also you'll learn to promote yourself, to get out there. So to promote your content in Facebook groups, in forums, on other social media outlets such as Instagram and Snapchat, and eventually people are going to find you, and the more people watching you will put this kind of a little bit of a pressure to do better, and you will realize that your skills as a YouTuber will improve. So that was a bit of a look back at my history as a booktuber, and a bit of a pep and motivation talk for someone who is curious about going down this path, him or herself. So if that kind of helped, I hope it did. If that helped, please leave a like. And if you want to see and learn more about me as a book enthusiast, then I'd be more than happy if you'd click that red subscribe button down below. So stay tuned, and I'll try to keep the videos coming. Bye.